Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supremacy the God, and today I want to talk about a hero that has captivated me. Somebody that has really made me fall in love again with an ideal hero. A lot of these days we really like anti-heroes and characters with morally grey backgrounds, etc, etc. It's so refreshing to see a well-written hero. And one that's ideal. Superman for me is the greatest ideal superhero of all time. But the thing is, because Superman did it, so many other characters have copied that to a point that it almost beat it to the ground, and people kind of got sick of an ideal hero and wanted anti-heroes and gray, murky characters. And then Himmel kind of reimagines that ideal hero and gives and breathes new life into it. Now, so this kind of video essays basically discusses that, right? What does it mean to be a hero? Is it about power, glory, the ability to defeat great evil? Or is heroism something deeper, something far more human? Today, we're about to explore the legacy of Himmel from Frieren beyond Journey's End. He's a hero who, despite his hubris and flaws, embodies an ideal worth striving for. Himmel wasn't the strongest warrior. That was the hero of the South. He wasn't even a mage. Right? And we know how overpowered mages are. But he was a great tactician, and his willpower was unbreakable. His ability to read situations, strategize under pressure, and inspire those around him made him an indispensable leader. And in the eyes of history, and more importantly, in the hearts of his crew, of his team, he remains one of the greatest, if not the greatest hero that ever walked the earth. Himmel's hubris was undeniable. He cared deeply about his image, right? He's a strange ideal hero because he's kind of arrogant in a way, but even that arrogance is really not as selfish as you may think. He strikes extravagant poses and basks in admiration, but this was never vanity in the selfish sense. It was his way of inspiring others. It was also his way to ensure that Frieren was not alone in the future, that everywhere she went there would be a statue reminding her of that journey, reminding her of those that were once close to her. Memories, right? He understood that a hero is more than just their deeds. They are also a symbol. People need something or somebody to believe in, to rally behind. Himmel embraced that role wholeheartedly, not out of arrogance, but because he knew it gave people hope. However, his greatest moment of selfishness came not in battle but in restraint. Well, one of, right? His refusal to confess his love to Frieren was not a matter of fear or indecisiveness, but a heartbreaking act of protection. He knew that a confession would tie her to his fleeting human lifespan, burdening her with centuries of grief. As we know, we met a dwarf that has been basically mourning his wife for hundreds of years, just there, protecting the village, even though the memory of her has faded, but that will to stay there and protect, for the love that he once had remains. And he's basically alone forever, stuck in this stasis because of a love that was a human that only lasted a fleeting moment. Himmel made the painful choice to leave his feelings unspoken, ensuring that Frieren could continue her journey unshackled by a love that time itself would turn into suffering. One of Himmel's most awe-inspiring feats came during a battle where he was trapped in an illusion. Obviously this, spoilers alert. I'm gonna try to not really spoil it, but let's just say something happened, right? For many, this would have meant certain death, but Himmel, through sheer willpower and instinct, controlled his own body even when his senses betrayed him. He was blind, right? Managing to fend off a demon. This was not just a display of skill, it was a testament to his unwavering spirit. Even in darkness, he continued to fight. Even when lost, he refused to surrender. And there's also another example when they're stuck in the strongest barrier ever, or one of the strongest barriers that demons can conjure. And Frieren did not believe it was possible. She could not imagine that it was possible to even break this barrier of magic that was so powerful, right? And then she used an example and she said, it's like me asking you to break a diamond with your bare hands. And my goat, says, I could do it. I could break diamond with my bare hands. And my goat is in this sense is not Himmel, right? And I was like, holy. Eisen is just built different. Eisen is just a complete beast. This guy said, I could break diamond with my bare hands, and Frieren was like, knowing you probably could. But you get the analogy. And then Himmel says, so you need to see it, you need to visualize it. Well, I will show you that it's possible to break this unbreakable goddamn my brain is fried. This unbreakable barrier. I will show you that it's possible to break this unbreakable barrier. And he smacks it with his sword. And remember, his sword is a replica of a hero sword. It's not even real. And chips at an unbreakable barrier. And Frieren is like, what the fuck? Frieren is like, what? Her hero party was completely, I will make a video on how absolutely jacked and broken that hero party was. Like, these motherfuckers were stronger. And let's not forget that Hyder was like, oh, we have time, because she was like, it's gonna take me forever to even try to figure this out. Right? Not only did not only did Aizen say, I could break diamond with my bare hands, right? Hyder said, I could keep us alive here with no oxygen, no food for 2 months. Yo, this team was jacked. And this motherfucker with a sword, Himmel, hits this unbreakable barrier and chips at it. Yo, listen. This team was a super team. This team was the Warriors with KD in it. This is crazy. All right, now, oh my goodness. Now Himmel is just really good tactically. He's really good at leading people. But when we think of Himmel's legacy, the first thing that comes to mind is the greatest deed. Leading the party that defeated the Demon King. But the truth is, the people of the world do not just remember him for this singular act, but they celebrate at the little things, the moments of kindness and compassion he showed on his journey. Think of like friendly neighborhood Spider-Man doing those little deeds that many big heroes don't look at, right? He repaired churches, saved villages from bandits, rescued lost children, and comforted grieving strangers. These small acts of heroism that kind of do not make it into history books are the stories that live on in the hearts of the townsfolk. They do not just remember Himmel as a warrior, they remember him as a kind man who always took the time to help, no matter how insignificant the deed might have seemed in the grand scheme of things. And that's why he transcends the usual concept of a hero. He was not just a figure who stood at the pinnacle of greatness and did this massive world-ending deed. He did the small things as well. He was someone who made the world even a little bit better during every step of his journey. Himmel's story teaches us something profound. The end goal, whether it be defeating the Demon King or achieving some great success, is not what truly matters. What matters is how we carry ourselves along the way. Because what is the point if he reached the Demon King, defeated the Demon King, and became the new Demon King, right? If we rush towards the finish line, ignoring those in need, trampling over those who could have been saved, what was the point of the journey at all? Himmel understood this better than anybody. He was not the kind of hero who merely sought victory. He was the kind of hero who made sure that as many people as possible made it to the finish line with him. His life was a testament to the idea that kindness and compassion are not distractions from the mission, they are the mission. And he knew that heroism was not just about fighting stronger opponents, it was about thinking ahead, about making decisions that ensured the greatest good, not just for the battle at hand, but for the future. His tactics were not just about personal triumph, but about creating a world where fewer battles needed to be fought at all. In the end, Himmel's greatest achievement was not slaying the Demon King. It was proving that heroism is not about grand battles or legendary feats. It is about the small, everyday choices we make to help those around us. He's a hero not because of his strength, but because of his heart. And in that, he leaves us with a lesson that resonates beyond the pages of a manga or the frames of anime. To enjoy the journey. Help others along the way, because in the end, what we do for people in the present will echo far longer than any single victory. That is Himmel's legacy. That is the mark of a true leader. Not just in battle, but in life. Thank you.